Okay, so today we're going to talk about the top three best openings, in my opinion. These are also openings used by grandmasters and people who are like really good. So this is for more of advanced players. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Italian game. So for the Italian game, white would have to move king's pawn up to e4, and black moves. Knight comes out, and then bishop here. So this here is very good. It's a really good opening. This bishop controls the center. Knight can move in the center. Pawn controls these two and can move up one. And next move, you can probably bring out knight, pawn, castle. So it's a really good opening. Next one I'm going to talk about is the TheanCat for the protection of the king. So the TheanCat is basically the bishop wrapped in the corner, protecting the king when it's castled. So let's try it out here. Pawn up one. Knight comes out. Defend pawn. Pawn up one here. Knight's trying to come in, but I don't really know what he can do here. Bishop in the corner. And like this. So this here is a really powerful opening. It's really good. It protects your king with the bishop, knight, pawns around it. It protects your king from any possible threats or checks, checkmates. It's really good protection, and it's really good to use. And then once the pawn is out of the way, knight's out of the way, this bishop controls the center here. And then next you can probably move pawn up, and then queen, bishop out, rooks in the middle. As you can see, it's a really good opening. It's really it's used by a lot of people, a lot of grandmasters. It's really someone who uses this the most is the master Viswanatha Anand. He uses this a lot. It's really good. It's one of the best out there. So now we're gonna talk about the last one, which is probably the best one to do, the best one to use, and it's personally for me, it's my favorite opening, and I use it almost every time. So it starts off with e4 here. E4 is a really good move. It's really common because you threaten these two squares. You can move up one. It's really good. Knight out here. Now this move can basically change the game. It's really good. So pawn d4. This move is really good. It's really powerful. And if I continue on the game a bit more, you're going to see why. So after this here, knight, pawn, and pawn, from now I can move bishop out, this bishop, knight, queen up to or here, castle. It's just a really good opening. It's probably one of the best. Could be the best, but so now if you're wondering what we can do here, we're being threatened by this pawn. Knight here would be the best move. Take. And then if you're wondering what to do here, best move here, if you're thinking bishop here, that's actually wrong, because if you put the bishop here, then the queen is no longer protecting this pawn here. You'd be blocking off the way for the queen and pawn. So what you want to do here is put queen up like this. He took like that. As you can see, he did like a waste move here, but yeah. So this is probably the best opening. If we go back, so this is probably the best, debatably one of the best openings in chess. So pawn up e4, knight f3, queen's pawn d4. One of the best openings. And that's about it.